I think let's go ahead and get started, and then we will have people joining in, I think, on the go. Hello all, welcome everybody to this webinar. Srinsoft and Tristar is our partner, so Srinsoft and Tristar are partnered together, and we are conducting this webinar on one of our solutions that we have on how to manage Revit data, which is BIM data in PTC's Windchill PLM system. Right. So I'm going to start the recording right now. So here is our agenda. So we'll have the first 5 minutes for introductions, and then followed by a quick high-level overview of the product and the solution. And then we'll have a 30-minute walkthrough of the product, a live walkthrough or a live demonstration, and then we'll open up to the audience for the last 15 minutes for any questions that you may have. That being said, Nick, do you want to start the introductions from your end?
Yeah, absolutely. So hello, everyone. My name is Nick Exposito. I'm the marketing director here at Tristar. And we're very happy to be partnering with Srinsoft so we can present to you this great webinar on Revit Data. I just want to quickly give a brief overview of Tristar, what it is that we do. So Tristar, we specialize in helping manufacturing companies adopt systems and processes to enable better and more efficient product development. We achieve this by being the largest value-added reseller of PTC products and services worldwide. We're headquartered in Phoenix, Arizona, but we have representatives and engineers throughout North America, Canada, and Mexico. The US, Canada, and Mexico, throughout North America. We've been in business for about 30 years. We're experts in CAD, data management, PLM, and product development. We also offer a large assortment of custom solutions, services, and support packages tailored to your organization's specific requirements and needs. So anything that you see here today, Tristar will be able to, or anything that we're here to discuss, Tristar will be able to help you integrate these into your system. We're also going to start selling these products as well, so you can either visit us at our website or contact us through our 1-800 number, which you can also find on our website. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it back over to Rahul.
Thank you, Nick. I just want to make sure that everybody is able to see the screen here.
Looks good here, Rahul.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for confirming that. So I also just want to quickly introduce Srinsoft from my end. So this is Rahul here, and I head our sales and business development for Srinsoft from Srinsoft Engineering Division. And Srinsoft as an organization is a digital IT and engineering service provider. So we have our own service and products that we offer. So, we are a Florida headquartered company. So we have, we are globally present. We have our presence in North America, in the US, in Canada. And, we also have our presence in Europe. We have our presence in the Middle East, in India, and in Australia. That being said, we are specific to our engineering division. We are key partners with almost all of the major software OEMs, specifically PTC and Autodesk. So we develop innovative solutions for the OEM products. And with specific to PTC, we are PTC's preferred BIM integration partner. So anything related to PTC Creo and PTC Windchill, integrating with BIM, like Revit or IFC or any other application. So we are PTC's preferred BIM integration partner. And we have, we are an 18+ year organization who have our associates across the world, and we've been working with thousands of clients globally. Some of them include Walt Disney, Google, NASA, GE, Tesla, and so on. And that being said, as an organization within our engineering services division, we do a lot in terms of the modeling and mechanical design services. We have our own engineering automation division for providing custom automation and development services. And we also have our own products division, where we have our innovative products such as BIM Data interoperability and our custom workgroup managers for PTC Windchill. So, as I said, Srinsoft is a preferred integration partner for Creo. So, when it comes to integrating Creo with other applications, so we have our own BIMDEX interoperability suite of products that allows Creo users to collaborate and work with other software users such as AutoCAD or Revit or Plan 3D, Civil 3D, Tekla, and so on. So that's what BIMDEX allows as a platform to collaborate and exchange design data between multiple software without any loss in data. So if you're a heavy Creo user, integrating with any of these other softwares is what we do through our proprietary file format called BXF. That being said, BIMDEX, through our BX app, we are able to integrate into multiple CAD authoring tools. As an extension of it, we saw there was a need in the industry to integrate BIM tools with PLM systems like PTC Windchill. So we were able to integrate several BIM applications with Windchill, Revit being one of them. So just to give you a high-level overview about what these solutions are, and then I can hand it over to the team for them to show you a demonstration. Specifically with the Revit integration with Windchill, Revit, as you all know, is a BIM tool, and Windchill is a PLM system by PTC. So Revit integrating with Windchill has its own advantages of facilitating an extensive, data management of all your BIM models inside your Windchill system, and then that will allow you to have Windchill as your single source of truth or common data environment for all of your CAD tools, including Creo, AutoCAD, or other applications that you might have. And the Revit integration for Windchill allows you to publish or take all your Revit models, 3D models, and drawing sheets into the Windchill environment, along with all of the bill of quantities that you want to publish from Revit models too. And other important aspects of the Revit integration with Windchill is that we're also able to track all your, manage and track all your changes, because every time there's a change, all the iterations and your versions are maintained within Windchill. So you'll be able to have a complete record of all of your changes with the version controlling. And you would also have a Creo viewable published model in Windchill, so that you can view the Revit model in Windchill without even having a need to have a Revit software installed. So and once the model is in Creo view, you'll be able to open up the model, you'll be able to look into the model, all of its parameters, you'll be able to do markups, so native Creo view features within Windchill. And in addition to it, as you know, Revit as a software is a collaborative tool, meaning multiple users work on the same Revit file, which means with the Revit Workgroup Manager for Windchill, we also need to have the ability for to extend that feature within Windchill too. So we have a Revit central file cross-continental setup, which will allow users to still work on the same Revit file and publish all the changes into the Windchill environment without having to break the collaboration between multiple users. So that's one of the key aspects, which is why we don't have a check-in, check-out for your Revit projects, because multiple users need to keep using it. So check-in and check-out will not effectively work here. So, but for Revit families, which are your individual libraries and elements, we will have check-in and check-out. So you can easily check in and check out your library of components. You can load your libraries from Windchill, so you can actually maintain all your asset libraries within Windchill and load them into your Revit projects when you use them. That way, it will allow you to standardize your data as well. And apart from that, it's not just the Revit model we publish. You publish the Revit drawing files or drawing sheets, and then you also publish all the Revit link files along with it. So when you publish link files and drawing sheets, in Windchill you'll be able to track, because there will be a dependency created to the main project files. There is a relationship that's maintained there between the main project file, the link files, the drawing sheets, and the bill of material. So you will have all the relationships and dependencies maintained there, Along with, you would also be able to now define your workflows within Windchill for all the Revit files published. So once the Revit files are published, you'll be able to map the Revit file to your default workflows within Windchill and perform all PDM actions there. Similarly, with the Revit Workgroup Manager, we also extended the integration for Windchill with Navisworks and Plant 3D as well. So with Navisworks Workgroup Manager, there are a lot of industry users who predominantly use Navisworks to bring data from multiple sources, such as Creo, Inventor, SolidWorks, Step Files, Snap Files. When there is a project involving multiple file types that need to be opened and used, so people predominantly choose Navisworks to do that. So we have an Navisworks integration with Windchill that will allow users to open and append all these CAD files, from Navisworks into Windchill in the form of NVD and NWF, and then the same can be opened back into Navisworks for running your clash test or model coordination and everything. And then the same can be traced back into Windchill whenever there are changes that are happening to the model that you bring into Navisworks. So again, all these Navisworks files are version controlled and revised. Okay, it looks like there appears to be an echo. Is it better now?
Just try change your microphone. So I think it should be better.
Okay, just give me a moment. Is it better now, supposedly?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Vito. So as I was saying, so you would be able to perform PDM actions from Navisworks as well. So you would be able to control the model within Windchill, track your changes and apply your workflows for Navisworks models within Windchill, just like how you do with the Revit integration. Similarly, for Plant 3D as well, you'll be able to check in and check out and revise your data from Plant 3D into Windchill directly. So that will allow you to control your versions and changes within Windchill. And then you would also, apart from the Plant 3D model, you'd be able to publish all your BOM data from Plant 3D as well. And you would also be able to publish a Creo viewable so that you can view the model there. And you can also publish all the extracts from Plant 3D along with your main project file and maintain them in Windchill. So these are some of the options that we have within our integrations with Windchill for Revit, Navisworks, and Plant 3D. The demonstration or the product walkthrough for today will focus mainly on the Revit integration for Windchill. So now I will hand it over to Lak and the team so that they can walk you through the Revit integration for Windchill workflow. And after that, we will open up the session to the audience for any questions that you might have.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul. So let me share my screen. I hope everyone can able to see my screen.
Yes, looks good from our end.
Perfect. So here I'm just going to introduce about Revit Workgroup Manager for Windchill. So we just going to showcase how it works and what inside the Revit will have options look like, and how the data will get integrated into the Windchill. So we just going to show you the login. And here, as you can just see, I just pre-configured the credentials, and I'm just going to log in. Whenever I open Revit, so we will get prompted for this login message. Just log in here as a user Sam. So once we just logged in, so we can able to see the PTC Windchill tab where you can just see uh, the PDM options. So where you can just able to connect the server. So Windchill server, which server you want to connect with the Revit. So server manager where we can add multiple servers and we can select any one of the servers to be active. So this is kind of similar or server manager which will be available to all other or group managers. So here I just selected one of the server and we selected a product, demo product right now. And whenever we do select a product, so it will prompt for the folder mapping, folder selection. Since Revit, it behaves differently with the other or group managers, but in Revit, it is a single file which contains all the data. It does not have the uh, parts and assemblies or sub-assembly concept which is available in the mechanical software, other software. In Revit, it does the single Revit file, and inside the Revit file will have all the families instantiated, and the families will be called as a bill of quantities. And the sheets, it's we just making the sheets for the documentation purposes. That is, we can just publish sheets as a different file format, right? PDF or DWG, as Rahul mentioned, PDF, DWG, or DWF. So whatever the format which is supported by Revit, those type of formats we can get into the Windchill. So I'm just selecting folders. These are the folders which are from the Windchill. So here, this is a Windchill screen I'm just showing, and where we just have the folder mapping. So these are the folders listed in the Revit. So whenever we create any folders in Windchill, those folders will get listed in Revit for the mapping process. So here in the Windchill, we have all the empty folders. We just have everything clean and clear for the demonstration purpose. And I'm just selecting the Revit files for the Revit file and bill of quantities and sheets for sheets. So 3 different folders for categories, different categories. And once we selected, we do have 2 different modules in Revit. One is the project and one is family. So we do support for both the projects and family. So first let me dive through the project. So this is one of the basic sample model provided by Autodesk. So I'm just opening the project. So this is one of the model which I'm going to show today. And in this model, we have a few link files, as we mentioned earlier. So it supports the link file as well. So whenever we publish the design from Revit, it takes all the link files, the Revit links and IFC or CAD links, whatever it is. Right now, we do have CAD link and Revit link, 2 link files we have. And we can see there's a Revit link and there's a CAD link, which is linked to this parent model. So as we just configured the server, we can able to connect, save the design to the server. So since this is the first time we open this project, it does not available in the selected server or selected workspace. We have a save project option enabled. So this is a first time process. We can do the save the project to Windchill. Let's just collect the APM document with the auto-generated number. So if the server supports auto-generated, so it dynamically generate the number, or it takes the Revit model name as a document number. Just saving the link files and the active model, the main model, and any other link files if it has, it will just upload all the link files to Windchill. And here, just come and I'll just do check in the Windchill. So where we can able to see all the designs have been published here. So you can see this is the main model RAC basic sample project. And we have a couple related files also published. Here you can just see there's a link file, CAD link, and there's a Revit link. So both the link files also get created in Windchill, and those are getted references to this. And it has the associated part. The main model has associated part. It will be used for creating the structure of bill of quantities. So once the design is saved, user needs to just close and reopen the design from the Windchill to get the direct working with the design copy from the Windchill. And now all other user, wherever they resides in the globe, they can able to open the design from directly from the Windchill. The user need not to have access to any of the file server or any of the common network path where the Revit file resides. So directly they can, if they have access to Windchill, they can directly go ahead and open the design from the Windchill. If you have any questions, yeah, feel free to chat in the Q&A session, so where we can just go through the Q&A sessions at the end of the session. And as everyone knows, or I'm not sure, most of the people comes from the BIM industries or mechanical industries. Let me just explain on the how the Revit works for the collaboration environment. So this is the Revit model where we can enable the collaboration. Multiple users can work on the single file. So whenever we enable the collaboration workspace, so multiple users from different region also can work on the same file. They can just have the design open and they can work on it. So as you can see here, this is the design data which I just created 4 walls, and it just flagged as edited by current user. There's a current username just who is logged in the Revit, and any other elements which is available in the design will be unowned by any person. So it is not edited by or it is not checked out to any person. So if I'm a user, I'm just trying to modify or take this ownership for the specific element, then I can select and make element editable. So you can see that it is editable by Narayana. And for other elements, it is unowned. So we can, any user can select their own elements which they are going to edit. So it can be done by any categories or can be created as a work sets where the specific wall category or architectural categories can be edited by one person, where the mechanical objects can be owned by another person and they can design collaboratively. That is the use of Revit. So in the PTC Windchill option, so we have the PDM options, but we cannot able to see any of the check-in, check-out, revise, whatever related to the PDM actions. We cannot able to see any PDM related actions. But still it is handled in Windchill with the PDM operations. So we do have provided few options how we just integrated with Windchill. So just go through those options. So since this is a collaborative model, so it has the synchronization options where user can synchronize the design changes with other users. So they will take the latest from the others and send the latest to collaborate to others. So that's a process called a synchronization, and we do check into Windchill whenever the user does the synchronization. That's a always check-in option. And we do have synchronization option, like what are the things needs to happen while do synchronization. So when we do synchronize, the viewable will get saved and export sheet. These are the options. And the link files, do we need to upload the link files or download the link files? And what are the other link files do we need to handle or not? So all those options will be handled in the client side by the user designer. And there's a option for the generate viewables. So for the viewables, we can select any active views to be created as a Creo viewable file in Windchill, or do we need to send the entire model or specific any specific view one synchronize, or we can set any custom view that will be always the default whenever we do synchronize. So those are the options related to the viewable generation part. And we do have reload link files. So if we have the link files, we can reload the link files on every synchronization from the Windchill. That's an option. And I'm just selecting the sheets and viewable. And here I'll do select view sheets. I can select 2 sheets out of this. Now I can just directly go ahead and do synchronize. So as a user, I just modified a couple of elements, a couple of design in my Revit, and I'm doing synchronization with the options which I set. And followed, I selected 2 sheets for publishing to Windchill. So right now, the user will get the detailed status of what is going on, what is the status, and how long it will take. So all the steps, it will be shown to the user, and it will be displayed. So right now, it's just collecting all the viewable data which are available from the design to Windchill. So it has both the client side and server side processing of the viewable. So right now it is generating everything in the client side from the client side. And it does the processing of sheet. So once the process has been completed, the design will get published, uploaded to the Windchill. So that the upload process, it will take some time. Now the synchronization has been done. We can quickly check on Windchill what's happened. Here in Windchill, so you can see this is the main model which got iterated from A1 to A2. That's a version 2 minor iterations. So we can quickly see on the relations or the viewable, whatever it has. And you can see the related objects it has. So the 2 sheets we just published, elevation sections and plan sheet, those are the 2 sheets also will get published to Windchill, and those are added attached as a references to the main document. And we can also see the sheets and its attributes. We can just publish any selected attributes to be published to the Windchill, where we can just see these are the approver or designer or checked sheet numbers. Those are the attributes we got published from Revit to Windchill. So you can see for both the things it got published, and we can able to see the design in the Creo view as well. So as you can see, the sheet has been published to CreaView, and we can able to see the design in CreaView. And as a user, they can able to create a markups, and they can do all the markups to the design, and they can specify so this needs to be changed or whatever the corrections or validations they can specify. And once the markups have been created, those markups can be saved as an annotation set. So those annotations will be sent back to the Windchill, where you can just see those annotations here. We just come here, and whenever the other user opens the design from the Windchill, they can able to directly open the markups which are done by another user in CreaView. They can just click on the CreaView, and it will just navigate to the markup section what the user A does. So directly landed to the markup page. And from the markups, user can able to create any change request or whatever the operations. They can follow each and every Windchill actions to be taken care of against the markups. So that's on the sheet side. And for the projects, we do have the viewable as well as created for the project as well. Here you can see the viewable. So the entire design which is selected from the Revit will get published to CreaView as a viewable, and we can able to see all the parameters or properties from the Revit will get published to CreaView. So you can see each and every element has those data. You can able to see here, and you can see all the walls. The curtain walls has been created as a grouping where you can able to see the list of child objects from those walls. So this will be treated as assembly and for items inside the curtain walls. And we do have a bill of quantities which is published. So we can just quickly go through the BOQs. And for the associated part, we can able to see the bill of quantity structure. So you can able to see list of these are the bill of quantities have been published to the main model, and those bill of quantities, how many quantities be used in this model. So you can able to see the list of quantities for against each family's usage in the Revit project. So this is a bill of quantities sections where we can search and select whatever the quantity it has just listed. So for the bill of quantities, then the name or number we can able to map in the server side, where for any organization they have their own standards of managing those parameters. For families, they can have their SKU ID or unique identifier or any identifier to be published as a bill of quantity ID. So that can be customizable. And right now, so the design is in the A2. So we can just try to release the design from A2. We can just changing the state to released. Just these designs has been released, and if any user is trying to modify the design from Revit, they could not able to do for normal user. If he is a super user or power user, if they have access to do revise, if they do synchronize, they will get prompted the project state is released. So do you want to revise the project or not? So if any changes has been done, the user can able to do the revise. This will be only available for the super user or user who has access to revise. Now the design has been the minor iteration. It's just went to A1 to A2 and A3. So whatever the minor iteration it went after the release state, when designer user is trying to synchronize, it will get iterated to major revision. So it translated from A to B revisions. That will show you. Now it's done. So when we just check in the Windchill, you can able to see this version has been revised from A series to B series. So this is all for the project. And let me go to the family. Feel free to share any questions if you have in the Q&A section. So right now, just open the basic sample family, which is provided in the Autodesk samples. And when you see the PTC Windchill tab, so the options which we are seeing is completely different than what we see in the project. We can able to see the check-in, check-out, revise and check-in, and under check-out. All the basic PDM operation has been visible. Since for the family, this will be treated as an individual file, and the individual files cannot be shared across multiple user. It can be only modified by one user at a time. So it has all the basic PDM operations. Right now, since this is a new model, I just trying to change the folders for the families. I'll just switch to Revit family for now. So now this is a new model which is not available in the Windchill, so I can directly go ahead and do the save. It's auto number. So the design got saved to Windchill, so we can able to see the design. And again, similar to project, once it is saved, we need to close and open the design from Windchill. I'm opening the family. Then once the family is saved to the Windchill, so any users from anywhere, they can directly open the family directly from the Windchill if they have access to the specific product. Right now, the context is demo product, and this is the model which I just saved. It just override the existing file, which is locally available. And this is the design from the Windchill. So the safety family is disabled and all the PDM actions has been enabled. Right now, this model is managed in Windchill. So you can see it is not checked out here. And I can just directly go and try to modify. It prompt the user to unable to modify anything. So please check out to do any modifications. Right now, I'll just try to make checkout of this document. So once I do the checkout, I can able to see the checkout flag in Windchill where it is checked out to you. Any other user cannot able to do the checkout or do any modifications in the design until it get checked in. So right now, before I check in, so we do have a viewable options in families. It is little different than project, where directly user can just flag the save viewable options and do the check-in. It has the unsaved changes I just modified, so it will save and do the check-in. It just reminds the user. So right now, if I just checked, the version is becomes A2. So from the A1 to A2 it becomes, and similar to project, it also has the viewable associated to it, where we can see the viewable and preview, and each and every part of the components of families have been published as separate components in preview. And each component and its properties, associated properties, will get published. Similar to project, it will publish to family as well. And so, and again in family also, the user can able to directly go ahead and revise and check in. So it is not controlled by the revision state, but the user can have an access, designer can have an access to do the revise and check in if they have access to revision in Windchill. So yeah, that's all with the families as well. Now it's a questionnaire time. So if anyone has any questions, yeah, feel free to ask the Q&A. I believe you asked.
Yeah. Thank you, Lars. You're right on time. So we have the last 15 minutes opened up for any question and answer sessions. So we did have one question in Q&A from Corey regarding the versions supported. I would just like to reiterate that we do support Revit versions from 2022 to 2024 and Windchill versions 10.1 and above. And we're also working with PTC now, so we would soon be supporting Windchill Plus as well. And to also reiterate, the question on whether the session will be recorded or not from Vito. Yes, the session is being recorded, and you will all receive the recording link after the webinar ends, so you can share it with other members of your organizations as well. Right. I just want to make sure that we have a couple of minutes left for any other users to have any specific questions with respect to the integration that we just saw here. Just want to let you know, if you wanted to have a little bit detailed demonstration, if you want to dig deeper into any of the specific topics, please feel free to reach out to Tristar or Srinsoft, and we would be able to set up a tailored demonstration based on your workflow and use case, and we can help go through a pilot testing to see how that works with your workflow as well.
I just want to add real quick that we'll also have this on Tristar's YouTube channel. So if you just search Tristar CAD and PLM solutions, we'll have that up in a few days.
Awesome. All right. I don't think anybody else has any other questions. So it has been a wonderful webinar. Thanks for everybody joining in and participating. And then reach out to us if you have any further questions or if you want any further information from our end. We'll be happy to help. But I guess right now, if you don't have any further questions, we are at the end of the session. thank you again once, for everybody joining. Nick, do you have anything to add?
No, just like I said, we'll have this webinar available on our YouTube channel and on our website. And just feel free to reach out to any of us here at TriStar if you have any questions about this software, or if you're looking to perhaps add it to your suite. But again, thank you everybody for your time, and this was great.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye everyone.